What is going on, everybody? I'm so glad that you are here with me for this absolute showdown that is about to happen right in front of us. And I bet both these teams will be absolutely electric coming into this game. And the stakes are it's the same, I think even higher than what they were last game, because this is an elimination game for Harrisburg. This is a big deal for them. They're coming off, they had a trade that pretty much saved their season, yet also made them very fumbly. Saved their season, but also made them fumbly in terms of a lot of things. Especially Nebulous, because this is all going to fall on him if they want to win. If they want to have a consistent game, if they want to have a great game, it all needs to fall on him. And that's a lot of pressure from the man, but he's done it before, he can do it again. He just needs to enter with that same mindset he had in Game 1. For the Baysox, they need to lock in. PenguinBot has led and been the man. He had, I think, he had a Hattie in Game 3, which led the Baysox to a 8-5 lead to win the game against Harrisburg once again. King did get the MVP, but they wouldn't have won it without both those players. And Bottomus kind of sat in the back end, kind of chilling. Gosh darn it, I'm stuck on things to say. This is a huge match for both these teams. I think that they're happy to be here. I would be too, honestly. But there's a lot of stakes here. I can't stress that enough, that it's going to be one heck of a freaking match. Just entire gladiator fight for like 10 minutes. I got my money on the Baysox taking this and running away with the finals victory. And kind of like I said in the beginning of the season, I think it was like week 3, and I think the final week 2, this is a future finals matchup, and now we're here. This is an elimination game for the Harrisburg Senators, and they need to bring their freaking A game if they want any chance at winning this. I'm sure y'all know that, because this is a very good team. Both these teams are. They've come all the way here. They're going to need to play freaking amazing if they want to beat the Baysox, especially in their peak. Now, Penguin is firing all cylinders. They put him at F1. And for F1, it will be a Formula Bot. So, once again, if you didn't get the chat, if you don't have the chat open before this game starts, as they're heading out for the kickoff formation now. And we have no scoreboard. I forgot to tell you, Bakisman is bored. There's no scoreboard. I'm sorry for that. I know y'all love that, but we can't have it, sadly. So an elimination game, the biggest game of the season so far, we can't have a scoreboard. Yeah, that's how Bakisman works sometimes. Formula Bot will be leading the charge, playing F1 today for the Baysox, well, for the Senators. Nebulous will be F2, and St. Peter will be the defenseman today. Leading off for the Baysox, it will be PenguinBot, number 95. And manning the F2 position, that will be King, number 43. And at the defensive end, it will be Bottomus Prime. I think he's shown some grit at the defensive end, and if he can keep doing that, there's going to be trouble for this Harrisburg lineup. They're going to have trouble dealing with him. Oh yeah, like I said, they're heading out for the dang kickoff. And what a ride it's been here, all the way here. It's not the finals yet, but it's been quite a ride. And this Bolt's going to keep on getting more aggressive here as the season winds down. Well, I think y'all know what time it is. The makeshift bell has been rang. And once again, I am Tetro, and this has been the RLBA. Let's cut to the dang chase. My favorite quote, no scoreboard on today. Kickoff immediately won by St. Peter. He's going to get it off the backboard. I mean, the defense has been getting the first shot of the game. How about that? There's King leading up the wall for Penguin. And Penguin is immediately going to score. Holy crap! Guess that was a good decision leading him at F1, not really playing it. Just came all the way, played the 200-foot game, and got that easy assist. We got that just easy play. Well, we couldn't even sit down yet, and Penguin already scored. He's really been having the best 2 games of his entire career. And just here we are. Welcome to the freaking RLBA. Coming in with a ton of tenacity. Can these teams perform? And we're already getting physical. King is toying with Formula. This Mountain taking a shot. Probably going to play pretty positionally here. I'm not sure. Not a very good touch from St. Peter. They're all in. Not very playing very positionally sound. And King's going to capitalize on that opportunity. Jeez. King's going to get the solo goal. You see, when he gets in his rhythm, you can't really beat him there, and just a beautiful performance. Nicholas not in position, however. A terrible thing for him. You know, they're all piling up. They gotta play more positionally sound, I believe. And Formula's wasting all his boost control. He just really likes doing that. He has no boost spare almost ever. Neither does King in this situation. He gets it backed away by St. Peter. A challenge for it gets saved by St. Peter as Formula gets denied on that challenge. There's King off the rebound, shot off the left post immediately. 2-zip already before we can even sit down, and Formula's going to take it into the Baysox zone. King for the pass right in the crease for Penguin, and Penguin's going to touch it. Not really going to do much. They had a chance to get a lot of pressure here. Now it's going to get cleared away by St. Peter. He's great at that. That's why they put him at defense, I guess. Really great defenseman. Tetrominus is as well. Probably going to get the offensive player of the year, or offensive defenseman of the year. He's been electric on both ends of the pitch. Here comes King, showing why he's the best offensive player of the year, and St. Peter showing why he's the best defensive player of the year. Truly spectacular here. Well, they whiffed. Maybe it's not spectacular, but it definitely is good. So we're in the corner now. Nebula's charging at it. They can't waste any time. They got 7 minutes, a lot of time to spare, but that's a lot of time for the Baysox as well. The 2 Octanes getting at it now, and so is Nebulous. Trying to get it out, or at least stop the onslaught. It's Formula. That's where he got his goal, and he didn't have enough momentum going into that touch of the ball, just to yank it in. But that's where he nets all of his goals, from the left side in the neutral zone. Here he is in the corner. Not necessarily his office, but definitely a office at that. Usually where King succeeds the most. That left post, he just kind of takes it in off the double touch. Now Nebulous getting some pressure. Playing that F2 position, you got to know when to come in and when to retreat. And Nebulous has been playing that pretty well off of that insane game. Here's Nebulous trying to get a shot that goes off his card quite weirdly, and he's not going to get that net in. So his Formula is going to whiff on that. St. Peter will be back for a huge shot. They're going to go off the backboard, a whiff by King, lead it up for Formula, and Formula is going to go off the backboard once again. Would have been a lovely shot if it went off the goal in the back of the net, but we can't have those nice goals, especially in the playoffs. We get nitty-gritty in here. That sounded corny. I'm just going to stop talking for now. King racing in with Formula Bot. That Formula is going to go man over ball. And I don't know how he got right back, but he's back. Formula going to hit it to the wall. Kind of a disadvantageous position, especially that's where King's office lies. And they're going to get a shot, but nothing much. That's not Tetrominus' office, that's King's office. Talking about office just a lot today. Speaking of, how do y'all's 9 to 5 go? See, I've never worked a day in my life outside of this, and that's not even work. I freaking love this. How's y'all's day been? Personally, for these cars, especially the Baysox, has been going as good as ever. They lead 2-zip, at least in the night. Here's Formula trying to make it 2-1. I guess he hears the commentator, aka, you know me. Tetrominus in that office once again. St. Peter flicking it away, but they're going to keep it in. King dangerous in that area, and he pinches away for Formula. Formula's going to get a breakaway opportunity. Sadly, no controlled zone entries, but it's up. And Penguin, he's had a nightmare of a game. He's been in all of these players' dreams on the Senator side of the ball, and for a good reason, too. He's been electric. Nothing short of spectacular. So for Nebulous, especially in Game 1, he's trying to kick it up here. Not very much defense, but a whole lot of offense. Sadly, not a whole lot of goals. St. Peter to go top cheddar on, the arena, but we're trying to go top cheddar in the net, not the arena. King to lead it. Bad touch off of Formula's car, a lightning shot, and that's going to go off. Penguin can do some weird stuff with the ball, but not going to get much. Oh, camera's going somewhere. Camera's going to get a traveling penalty. There's King now. But the shot gets saved by St. Peter. St. Peter's been a brick wall in the defensive zone. Now we just got to get some offense for the Harrisburg Senators, and they're pretty much done. They love low-scoring affairs, and here's one here. There's King with the shot off the right post, and Penguin to put it away! Just started off a nothing. St. Peter with that awful challenge opportunity. King didn't net it, but Penguin did. Time winding down for the Harrisburg Senators to do something. They've got a hat trick of goals unanswered. St. Peter in net once again. Going to get it away for the time being. This Formula trying to get a center, but Penguin Bot's going to freaking throw him against the green turf as they will try and get it out of their zone. They will succeed in that for the time being. Formula's on it, but not for long. St. Peter to get it out of his crease. Maybe to get it out of the deficit even. Well, maybe not a deficit, but definitely not a 3-, but he can't do that. It's up. And Nebulous will try and get it, so will King. King of the redirection, he scores! What a beautiful goal. You don't see King with any ground goals. And that was just a beautiful redirection. And that goal effect is a nightmare to look at for the opposing team. Here's another shot saved by Formula, not your usual suspects for saving. Is it off the post now? Nebulous trying to get some offense started. This is not looking pretty. Maybe for the Baysox it is. Nebulous gonna whip on that opportunity to make it 4-1. Nebulous now. Temperatures flaring, I guess, for Nebulous. Temperament flaring. He's going to get another demo. He's not liking how this one's ending. St. Peter not going to get anything as King's going to lock him down. St. Peter with the save. Bottomus. Here's a shot left post. St. Peter to get it away from King. He's like a rabid animal in the crease. And for good reason, it works. King is assisted on all 4 of these points here. Here he comes again. All alone. Here's it off the right post, and Penguin's going to get it again! Hat trick for Penguin Bot! Penguin. I guess we're gonna have to call on your usual suspect. 52 miles per hour just off that team synergy. I didn't think it was going in, but I guess it is. Harrisburg, I would guess, had a deflator, but maybe not anymore. St. Peter off the kickoff. Maybe the start of something. St. Peter. He was not your goal scorer in the regular season. In the playoffs, he has been, which hasn't been a very good sign. Well, they get one to make it not a shutout, but they're trying to get another, and St. Peter's going to do that exact same strategy. Nebulous. And he's going to demo Penguin Bot again. King off the wall now, in his own zone. trying to take it in. St. Peter's going to challenge that. King somehow has infinite boost. Nebulous off the shot, left post. King trying to pass it to Penguin Bot. That was an iffy pass, and it almost went in his own net. Nebulous trying to get a shot, went wide. Now Formula to seize that opportunity. Penguin's going to challenge Formula to at least to make it away. Here's Nebulous getting the Exterminator award. He's pretty much known for that. St. Peter with not a great challenge, yet luckily Nebulous going to save that. A lot of physicality in the last coming minutes of this. Here's looking for another goal. It's going off the right post. Here's Penguin on it now from the neutral zone. Not too much on that. A lot of juice on that. Would have been shot if Formula was a little bit more accurate. Getting a demo on King now. Here's it up. Formula is going to try and send it up, but Penguin's going to be on it like a rabid animal. Maybe not a rabid animal. He's going like 2 miles per hour. Nebula straight past the Penguin Bot, not the guy you want to pass it to. He's on the other end. St. Peter, bad challenge. He's going to get it out. Narrow save. St. Peter with a beautiful freaking save. Saves in bunches. Definitely the MVP here on the Harrisburg side of things. They haven't got anything on the offensive side. St. Peter to kick it away. The clock is winding down, and the Baysox will be heading to the... Wow, that's kind of awkward. Finals! Your final score from Manfield. The Harrisburg Senators 1. And the Baltimore Baysox 5 in their stylish away uniforms, and they're going to be heading to the freaking finals. Just a beautiful game from Baysox. You can't really draw it up any better. I mean, a kickoff goal, that's the only thing they gave up. They played spectacularly. Penguin Bot 3 goals off of 3 shots. Bottomless had 5. They all went off and all went wide. So maybe something to work on in the morning skates and getting the wheels rolling. But that's going to be it for the Harrisburg Senators season. And look who the usual suspects are. We suspected these guys to be in the finals. And here they are. Just exciting. I didn't think it'd make it to the finals, honestly. Like, I don't think I would make it to the finals managing this. King has been an absolute stud. Just clinical. He's got all 3 player of the matches. And you can't draw it up any better than that. Let's look at the stat sheet here. In that entire series, he's gotten 3 player of the matches and 10 goals, which matches up with Worm. And Worm's a ground bot, he's an air bot. We are just waiting for the best of both worlds. Maybe next season, and he leads the league in assists. King is just a reigning MVP. He's one of the best players in the league for a reason. He's got enough style to keep you watching, and he definitely gets it done when it matters most, and that matters most is the playoffs. And how unfortunate for the Harrisburg Senators just to end their season. And I feel like they're going to be back next season with an even more just eager to win mentality. But until then, which let's actually check the dates and crunch the numbers here. Your first finals match will be July 21st, which is in 10 days, so mark your day and calendars. We got a little bit before that, so yeah, mark your calendars for that. And I will see you then. But until then, I have been Tetro, and this has been the RLBA. Thank you so much for watching. It comes from the bottom of my heart, and I'll catch you later.